Alright, guys, good morning. Honestly, guys, full disclaimer with yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did a couple things that I was not supposed to do. Now, I didn't go on tilt or break my rules or anything like that. Well, it depends on what you refer to as a rule, but um, I should not have been demo trading, right? I told you guys that I'm not trading on demo on live stream. I said that. I said I'm only gonna trade live, and everything else is gonna be tape read. Yesterday, I don't know. I was trading. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I could trade demo. I thought about it over the last day. I'm like, why was I trading demo? It makes it too confusing for people watching, right? So anyway, I should not have done that, and um, that was stupid. But anyway, today's one of those days where I'm just showing up, just like, just like normal, just showing up, just here, ready to just look and observe, see what we have going on, and just show up. So much of the time, if you just show up, you're gonna, you know, possibly catch something, and if not, then you're gonna be disciplined and stay sidelined. So, but I definitely should not have been demo trading yesterday. Because it just makes it too confusing for people watching. And so, yeah, once again, I'll just be tape reading or trading live. Um, and then if I end up demo trading later, like after the stream, that's different. But no demo trading live on stream. It's just a rule that I'm gonna have for myself, and I gotta really stick to that because I don't want it to be confusing for anyone watching. So, anyway, now let's go ahead and get into the market, see what we have going on today. It's been some fun price action lately. A lot of crazy stuff been going on. So, anyway, let's jump right into it. So, I guess let's start out with getting everything open. I'm going to get out all of my tabs. So, Forex Factory, Discord, Tradeovate. Honestly, yeah, let's get out the True Open thing as well. The True Open cheat sheet in case I need it. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking today. Let me know what you guys are thinking. So we'll go top down here. I think yesterday I was completely right about everything that I wanted to see happen. I said that. So yesterday I said that this was a daily volume balance. This was a daily volume balance, and I said that I was likely to see this be a pump, taking those equal highs, and then we come back up, reuse the daily volume balance, and then go lower. And then look what happened, right? It was a pump, taking these equal highs, come back up, use the daily volume balance, and then we went lower. And it's crazy how accurate that was. Like, that was exactly what happened. You can look at that and see, oh wow, like that is what happened, right? We pumped up, took these relatively equal highs, and this high, and even this high, and then we used the daily volume balance. Then we came back up. The reason why did I think that we were gonna come back up to the daily volume balance and then go lower? Because it was just like, well, this was accumulation, this is manipulation, and then a little bit of distribution here. It's kind of what I was thinking, but anyway, it looks like we have news coming out in an hour. So let's go ahead and screenshot that. But yeah, there was something else I did yesterday that I wasn't supposed to do. I traded on demo. That was something I wasn't supposed to do, and there was something else that I did that I wasn't supposed to do. I don't know. think I just need to be more conservative with when I enter. Especially, I have an issue I've been noticing in the last 2 days where after that first break even, I get a lot more. After that first break even, I lose a lot of patience. That's something I realized, and that's like not good. I noticed, like, I was just thinking about what I was doing the past 2 days, and it's like I take that first break even, and then I lose a ton of patience, and then I end up with like 3 break evens, and then by that time, I'm taking not as good trades, and then the fourth trade is a loss, right? And so, nothing wrong with break evens, but I'm losing a little bit of patience after that third or fourth break even, and I think even right after that first break even, so that's something that I need to work on, right? So anyway, daily volume imbalance here. This was really a big point of interest for me yesterday. I guess let's just go top down here and see what we have going on, right? So I think today we want to look and see the overnight gap because this overnight gap has not been filled yet, and that could be a point of interest. So, but we should probably go top down and really figure out what we have going on. So today's March 24th, 2026. Let me switch the screen. March 24th, 2026. Today, yeah, March 24th. It is Tuesday. Let's just go top down here. So I got a little bit more sleep last night, so that's probably why I'm more energetic. I don't know. But anyway, like I've been saying, I do still see this, like I was saying yesterday, I see this as a daily propulsion block. Now, it didn't end up becoming a daily outside bar like I wanted, but I still see this as a daily propulsion block. I mean, we have the SMT at these highs, then this gap here. So, and I think, let's look at the weekly. It just looks very bearish. I think the monthly change state of delivery right there, and then the 3-month is still forming this on the S&P. It's still forming that as an outside bar. So, I mean, I'm really just expecting us to run this low resistance liquidity here. Honestly, I think it's about ready to go. So I'm going to mark this out. You could probably get a pretty high RR trade by just going for the end of this LRLR here. So, bang. I mean, it is pretty cool. Like, I feel like we're going to go there, you know? And then, anyway, let's go ahead and screenshot this. What did I put in the daily chart yesterday? Let's see. Okay, so I put in that this is a daily. Oh yeah, remember that I said this is a weekly breaker, and we filled it perfectly? That's still the case. That's still the case. So that's kind of cool. And it's a weekly volume balance too. And then this whole thing is like I was saying, like a daily gap. Because if you include the volume imbalance, then it becomes a daily gap. So I really like that to take us lower. And I'll get rid of all this because I do not want my screen lagging again. My trading view lagging. That was so annoying. So there's the low resistance liquidity. And this is just what I'm seeing. But let me know what you guys are thinking. I want to hear your thoughts. Still gathering information. Once again, I mean, if today expands us lower, we could get a higher RR trade, and that could be nice, right? I could really use a higher RR trade right now. But the way I would do it is obviously I would replace my TP with a stop loss and then see if it would run. So, but hey, every day I just show up. I just show up, and I just show up. That's it. And I know it's going to pay off just showing up every day. So, boom. It's kind of what I see. So, anyway. Yeah, still expecting us to probably draw down to the LRLR. And then if we go down to this, I still see this as a daily propulsion block. Actually, now that I look at this, you can see we actually used it really nicely if you just measure the highest up close candles. This is super cool, actually. Hold on. I like this a lot better. So, like, that's daily order block. This is propulsion block. Clearly, it digged into the order block. I mean, the signature on this looks really, really good. So, like, I don't know, guys. I kind of think still that we're rejecting this to go run that LRLR. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I mean, we perfectly filled the weekly breaker. And I do think I measured this propulsion block out incorrectly before. And I wonder if I mark this out, how do we use this? Wow, look, right to the 0.25 of the propulsion block. Perfectly. That's definitely, there's something to that. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely something to that. I mean, that's really, really precise. This is exactly what I was trying to get at. Is like we ended up pumping up perfectly into the propulsion block 0.25 right as news came out. Like, that is literally just someone getting orders filled. It's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Look at how perfect that is. I think I measured this out badly. That is really, really, really close to perfect. So I'm gonna just mark that out. Yeah, I do like that a lot. I mean, we could go to a 1 hour chart and see if we get 1 hour change in state, if we have it. I mean, it's a daily gap as well, so. I mean, it genuinely just looks like, it looks to me like this is a sell model off of this daily fair value gap, which essentially it pushed up into the propulsion block perfectly, right? So daily OB, daily PB, and then daily volume balance reused exactly as I said that I wanted to see it reused. It's like exactly what I said. So I'd probably look for 1 hour change in state off of this, and I think this is accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution, and then we're gonna fill this void. I think the RTH gap below is below as well, but and then we got the LRLR down here. All of this, really nice low resistance liquidity. I mean, to me, it just makes a lot of sense. But what do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts. I'm going to open up my trading accounts, and yeah. So, anyway, I'm liking this. Bang. I mean, yeah, I think we'll draw down to this. And I think this will be a sell model. Where's the low resistance liquidity? And it's equal lows too. I mean, that's pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like we're about to inverse this gap on the 1 hour. So yeah, I'm honestly thinking that this was accumulation, right? Project out this, up and down. If you project it out like that, let's see, maybe project it like that. 0.5 projections. Yeah, anyway, I do think this is accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Where's the... Let's look at true opens. Let's look at true opens. So we got true week open, Monday 18 o'clock. Look, we just souped that. We just souped that. That's kind of cool. We got S&T with that high. Why is my S&T indicator not showing me any S&Ts? I don't know. It's not, my S&T indicator is not showing me any lines. Oh, okay, I have to have it be show labels. Show labels. I was like, why isn't it show? I was like, why isn't it letting me see him? Okay. There we go. Now we have the SMTs showing up. So you would think there'd be SMT with this high. It really feels like there would be. Let's check YM. Yeah, no, not quite SMT with that high. So here's true week open. We perfectly souped that. Oh, and look at true month open. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at the way market's manipulating true opens. That is incredible, actually. Wait, hold on. Check this out. True. I'm glad I saw this. True week open. True month open. At the top of the daily volume balance. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. True. Oh, so there's true month open. Where the heck is my true month open thing? Right, look at that. That is really cool. Wait a sec. How is the OB perfectly lined up in the fair Wait. Sorry guys, I'm a little too curious. I gotta check this. If this lines up perfectly in the OB partition, that'd be just insane. We have to turn it up one. Sorry, I have to check. This is just really interesting. Because do you see how the low of the propulsion block is exactly the same as the high of the fair value gap? I don't know. There's something weird about that. Do you guys see what I'm saying? The high of the fair value gap is the same as the low of the propulsion block. Yeah, and then we have midnight here. Dang, no one's trading today, huh? Yeah, probably because I've been trading so badly the last 4 days. No one really wants to watch my streams, which makes a lot of sense, honestly. But I really like this model that I've framed, honestly. This is really interesting, honestly. I mean, we got LRLR below, true month open souped. We have a daily gap here, propulsion block. Perfectly use the 0.25 of that. And I marked out the propulsion block incorrectly yesterday, honestly. We have the daily volume balance. Let's just make true month open be slightly above it so we can kind of see it. And let's make this maybe like a blue. But I really like this sell model that we have going on here. To me, it's like, this is pretty nice. Looks like, to me, like a pretty nice sell model. But that's just what I'm thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, I'm thinking this is accumulation, this is manipulation into the propulsion block, and then distribution. Accumulation, manipulation, above true month open, and then, yeah. We just inverse this hourly gap. So this hourly trade, this could be an hourly trade, you know? Yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. If anyone's here, let me know. Maybe I do too much high time frame analysis. Like, no, but the thing is, I have to start at the top down. I can't just not go top down. I think it's fine. I gotta start at the highest time frame and go down, right? But anyway, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Market maker sell model off of this daily fair value gap here. And then the propulsion block as well. But we'll see. We'll see. We're just gathering information. Just like you guys, I'm a trader and learning, so every day I just get a little better. That's what matters to me. So anyway, I like this idea, and then I like the LRLR down here, and I love the way we manipulated true opens. So anyway, let's go ahead and mark this out. Right, this is what I'm seeing here, but we'll see. And we just inverse this hourly gap. So I'm going to put this in daily 1 hour models. I wonder if I put this already in daily 1 hour models or not. I don't know. Anyway, we inverse this 1 hour gap. We need to get out SP Pro. Okay. And honestly, guys, I might put SP Pro over OBS because I don't know. I don't really need it open. I could get chat out on my phone. That's actually what I'm gonna do. Let's see, how's Tradevate doing? Is it loading? Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna put SP Pro in the middle, Tradevate and whatever else, Discord on the left, and then trading on the right. I like that setup a lot, actually. So I'm gonna open up. Hey, there's 3 people watching. Doesn't feel like it. Y'all are quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna have chat on my phone, and then I'm gonna use SP Pro X in the middle. I like this setup actually. And I know I'll see how many people are watching, and I guess I just don't care anymore. So it's okay. Okay, so yeah, we inversed this 1 hour gap. Let me go ahead and make sure the daily loss limit is set. Oh, the only thing is I can't see, if I don't have OBS open, I can't see my screen. So I might have to open it up from time to time. Okay. Make sure that I'll just switch back and forth between OBS and the SB Pro. Okay. So, like I was saying, guys, this is kind of so far what I've framed as higher time frame idea. I kind of think that we perfectly manipulated true month open, perfectly manipulated true week open, we're above true day open, low resistant liquidity below, and then we have a daily propulsion block. So this is just the higher time frame. I'm about to go to lower time frame and start looking around. So let's go ahead and I guess what should we look at next? Is there a way to turn off how many people are watching? I guess not. Actually, I might not have chat on my phone. It's just too distracting to see how many people are watching. I don't want to know that. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The loss limit is set. Perfect. What do I look at next? Well, I like how we manipulated the true opens. So honestly, I'm gonna get rid of this box. I'm gonna get rid of this low resistant liquidity because it's gonna make my screen lag. I just want to know that that's kind of where the low resistant liquidity ends. I want to get rid of the order block where I know that's there. And then I want to kind of get more in depth on this lower time frame. So 1 hour inversed here. So if you guys like this, I mean, this inversion might take us down to the low resistant liquidity. Honestly, would not be surprised at all. I mean, looks like we used this as kind of like a change in state of delivery. So would not be surprised if something like this played out. We got 22 minutes to market open. Oh man. So we'll have to see if something like this does end up playing out. It'll be interesting to see. Let's drop down a time frame. The SMT indicators, SMT is not showing up. Why is that? So 1 hour inversed. Once again, still have this whole thing as void. 730 was right here. 730 got manipulated. Okay. Yeah, now that we've inversed the hourly, it looks like we're ready to start expanding. And once again, we have the RTH gap from yesterday that is unfilled below. So that is a really nice target. And I would not be surprised if the market goes down to go run that. Looks like, yeah, looks like how, see how it's unfilled? So I would not be surprised if we run down to the RTH low here. Kind of looks like this whole thing, this whole curve here is high resistant. I'm gonna get rid of the propulsion block. We already know that's there. And RTH fill to the downside as a target. This is just what I'm seeing though. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Kind of feel like this is high resistant liquidity. Like we're pushing up against this curve, and every time we push up against it, market's rejecting price. Let's drag this over. Let's make this lower occupancy. And like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this will very possibly be higher RR if you got an entry and you could just go with enter with a stop loss. Then you could definitely get a higher time frame trade. You see how the market is using true opens, right? See how Monday true week open we manipulate into the high resistant liquidity. I think that is pretty cool, honestly. So like this, honestly, this is an inducement into the true month open. I mean true week open. This manipulation, this is inducement. You guys see how I'm kind of reading the market and seeing, oh wow, look at how true opens are getting manipulated. Look at how the market is accumulating, manipulating, and expanding. I can tell, like, okay, well, look at the way that we souped true month open. Look at the way that we souped true week open. These are things that I can tell the market is just not doing randomly. It does seem like we're souping them to go lower. So anyway, kind of think that was a little bit of an inducement above that high. Once again, let me know what you guys are thinking, or if anyone's even here. Like, I literally don't even know if anyone's here because no one said anything. Okay. Yeah, I kind of see that as an inducement above that high, and true week open got manipulated. 7:30. We were above all the true opens. So low time frame sell model. This being somewhat of a high resistant liquidity curve. And yeah, still think that seems like that is higher time frame bearish. So nice little inducement above true week open into HRLR, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna fill the RTH gap here. We should probably mark our quadrants of it because we're trading back within it. So I guess let's drop down another time frame. Once again, this whole thing I genuinely just see as a void. And I would not be surprised if we fill it. I do want to clean up the chart a little bit here. So I'm going to get rid of the inversion for high gap. I'm going to get rid of, let's see, I wonder, do we have a 1 hour change in state? Because like, it's such a clean sell model if you have a change of state of delivery, right? Maybe it's a 4-hour one. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's a 15-minute one, and you can see that is just really, really nice, honestly. I like aligning this with the 15-minute. And then if you do that, line this, you can see the CISD lines right up with that true week open really nicely into the high resistant liquidity. And yeah, let's project this out, because I do think this would be manipulation. And honestly, I'll project it out like that. And then 4 projections takes us here. We already hit 2 projections. So 2 projections was hit. I think we're gonna continue to 4 projections, and then honestly 7 projections. That's really what I'm thinking. I like this. So I'm gonna re-put this now that I have the changes to delivery marked out. I'm gonna re-put this in 1 hour. I guess this will be actually, I'm gonna put this in 1 hour 15-minute models. I mean 4 hour 15-minute models. Even though it's a daily gap, I'm still gonna put it in 1 hour 15-minute or 4 hour 15-minute models, because I'm using a 15-minute change in state. I don't know, this is what I'm thinking right now. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's check SB Pro a little bit. Nothing interesting on SB Pro, honestly. Yeah, I'm liking this 1 hour or daily. I'm liking this idea. So I'm gonna put this in 4 hour 15-minute models. I mostly just like how we souped into this changes to delivery right above true month open. I think that's kind of nice. Now, then again, now we're forming bullish SMT, and reality is we're gonna need a higher time frame trade. So it's like, it's tricky. It's all good though. This is why I want to take profit with stop loss, because I know if I can get a higher time frame trade, I'm gonna get a really, really nice higher time frame trade, because I'm gonna know the whole entire higher time frame model. And it's just like, one of these days when I hit that, you'll see it'll all be worth it. I mean, we could even do range projections on this range of the 15-minute bodies. Almost perfect. Actually, if we measure it out like this, that actually kind of cooks. That cooks right there. So we should probably measure it out like this. And then 1 projection lines up with 2 2 standard deviations. And then 2 projections lines up there. So you can see 1 projection of this range does line up with this, or half a projection, which is another confluence. Here, let me first copy this and put it in Jake General. FA, I think FA said he's bullish, but half a projection of this range marked exactly the high. So, okay. Maybe remark out the RTH gap. We'll probably want to see quadrants of this. So I think let's clean up the chart again. So we don't need the daily volume balance. We don't need this, or this, because now we're going to drop down to a lower time frame. So now we're going to just jump down to lower fractal, lower time frame idea. Okay, so you can see now this is nicely high resistant. I mean, 2 projections hit really nicely. I think we're gonna come down to 4 projections here. Let's check session liquidity, see how that got manipulated. So a lot of people might think this is low resistance and we have London and PM highs. Honestly, I think we're gonna, well, I could be so wrong, but I mean it could actually be low resistant, right? We just swept out London. We have SMT with this low. Let's see what FA said. Let's just take a look. So FA says correction then pump. I think we might have some news by Trump today. Don't think the good ones. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this whole idea could be valid while also pumping. So, I mean, these are things to consider. Like, I know I want it to go lower, but the problem, it's really hard to align everything perfectly to go lower, right? So I have that idea in mind, but I'm going to be looking as well at, okay, what else is there for longs too? Like, I'll be open-minded is what I'm trying to say. But it did inverse to the downside here. I guess let's mark out quadrants of this. So quadrants being used. There's 730. Is there 922 true open yet? There is. Let's go ahead and mark that out. You just got it. Oh, it's literally forming right now. It's about to form. It's forming in 3 seconds. Okay, we're waiting on it. There it is. There it is. Okay. So now let's go back again to what we were looking at on the higher time frame. So I guess marking out quadrants here, right? We have the low of the RTH gap, which is 0, which would be the RTH fill. And then we have the 0.25, which we're reacting off of right now. We have the 0.5. So there's the midpoint. We have the 0.75 up here. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I honestly don't think anyone's watching, but it's all good. Okay, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and there you go. I mean, yeah, if we came up, we could get a higher time frame trade, you know, to the downside. It's possible, which would be really nice, but we'd have to have a lot of patience, honestly. And then the high. I mean, it looks like to me that we are efficiently rebalancing this RTH gap. Like, we went up to the high of the RTH gap, utilizing the quadrants, and then going lower. I wonder, let's actually get rid of the... I mean, the true week open is right at the top of that. Wait, did I mark out true week open badly? What the? I marked this out badly. How did that happen? It's supposed to be right here. And it looks like that was a new day opening gap from here to here. Yeah. That is kind of cool, right? There's a new day opening gap from here to here, right at the 0.75, and we ended up using that into high resistant liquidity. So I actually marked out that true week open badly, but it's fine. So there's 0.75, and then here's 0.25. Here's the whole thing getting filled. Yeah, this is pretty cool, honestly. I can tell that we manipulated true week open to the downside. Right? I mean, actually, we could actually mark this out as an inducement. I really like that. And look at how we're using every quadrant along the way. And here's the RTH high. So this is kind of cool, right? Oh. Yeah, thank you, Javier. Bro, no one was even watching for the longest time, so it was like... Yeah, so I'm looking at... we basically had this new day opening gap. We came up, efficiently rebalanced the whole RTH gap, came down, come up into this kind of high resistant curve here, souping this high, and we inversed this 1 hour gap. So I'm looking at this. But yeah, no one's been watching at all today, and that's all good. It's just like I wasn't paying attention to anyone, or if I wasn't paying attention to what screen that what screen it was on at all. So anyway, and it makes sense. I mean, I've been trading terribly, so, but I know, like, honestly, I get such good higher time frame bias. When I take a really good win with where I TP with stop loss, it's gonna make up for all my losses. I don't think people understand that. And you know what? I don't really care. I'm not here to prove to anyone else but me that I can trade. So I'm not, like I said, I don't care. So, and obviously I did have some issues the other 2 days where I feel like I did overtrade, and I just need to work on patience after that first break even, really. So I'm going to put this in the 5-minute category here, and Yeah, this is kind of what I'm seeing. 1 hour inverse to the downside. Anything else we should look at? We do have SMT here. I mean, it's nice that we have SMT, bullish SMT, and we're reacting off of the 0.25. And also, we're getting an outside bar off the 0.25. Going into market... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're getting an outside bar off the 0.25 going into market open when we have SMT. Yo, and it's a perfectly one con. Alright. Oh, we just got it. We just got it. I missed it. Wait.
Order filled.
I entered it.
Stop filled.
Bro, are you kidding me? No way. It wasn't even invalid. Oh. No way. It wasn't even it didn't even wouldn't have even stopped me out. No way. No way I messed this up. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see why I'm upset? So we got an outside bar right at this is my Cantina kill shot on the 5-minute, right at market open. We can run it up to this LRLR here, and this is 4R. Now, do you guys see why I'm upset? Because I entered the trade. Well, I'm allowed to enter the trade slightly late, but I entered the trade. Where did I get filled? 276. I got entered at the worst possible spot. Whatever. So, what's the lesson on that? I don't know. I think that's just kind of unlucky. But it was not invalidated. Nothing was wrong. Could have even gone break even. Alright, I'm gonna close out a trade of 8. That sucks. This is the disparity between the back testing and trading live. This is the issue, because I can know a good trade, but if I don't execute it correctly, it doesn't matter. We might be inversing this to downside now, actually. Yeah, we got tons of S&Ts. Yeah, this is a good trade to the downside. Alright, so this is actually really nice. Okay, yeah, this is really nice. Maybe I should allow myself to trade demo on yeah, let's allow myself to trade demo on. I don't regret that trade. What I regret is, actually, I don't even know. I'm allowed to enter it slightly late. I don't know. I don't. It's all good. I don't totally regret it. I'm allowed to enter it slightly late, but it's just sucks. Alright, I'll just tape read now. It's okay. No demo trades. What am I doing? No demo trades. Yeah, I'm expecting us to eventually go lower, yeah. This outside bar. Oh my gosh, that outside bar is amazing. I didn't see that. Uh, So that hit TP. That's a 5R. I can't get so upset about these losses. I can't get so upset about them because I'm trying my best and I'm not going to be perfect. Still sucks though. I think a big mistake I made is I probably should have just stuck with being bearish to the RTH fill. But I don't know. I've seen quite a bit where that outside bar at market open is just what ends up cooking. So I had to trust my instincts on it. It's whatever. It's really not fun though to lose trades. I bet you my indicator caught this. Yeah, see? Told you. My indicator caught this one that I built the other night. And you can see the Phoenix model right there. Once again, this would be a really cool Kufu stack if somehow you knew that that was gonna be Phoenix, and then you ended up taking the outside bar as well. Not Kufu stack, DJozer stack. Once again, I'm just gonna keep showing up. I know that it's just about showing up. I'm not gonna be perfect, but look at this though. Rejection block after taking equal highs and then outside bar. So you enter, then right when the outside bar forms, you go break even because now your outside bar entry is the same spot as where you went as where your break even is on the Phoenix model. Obviously, this is a really, really difficult trade, but one of these trades makes up for like 20 losses. And you don't have to go all the way that high. Like, you could just go like this. And anyway. Obviously, I'm a little set. I might go on just a little bit of a walk here, but I'll keep tape reading. I'm supposed to, and I'm gonna try and do everything as I'm supposed to, and just do everything as I'm supposed to. That's really all. It's really all that I can say is I need to work on doing everything as I'm supposed to. So I want to see us come up, sweep out the high, and then get low time frame change of state. Whatever. I obviously didn't execute it perfectly. I do want to practice executions. I just don't want to practice executions on stream. You know, that's the thing, because it makes it very confusing for people if it's a real trade or not. So I don't know. No one's even watching anyways, so I think I might just end the stream and then paper trade. So I'm probably gonna do that. Dang it, dude. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in paper trade. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream. See you guys later. Peace out.